The armature is the central part of your router's motor. It consists of windings, the commutator, a cooling fan, and the drive shaft. The armature, along with the field, create an electromagnetic field that causes the armature to spin. The carbon brushes transfer electricity to the armature through the commutator. Over time, the commutator will wear from this constant contact. If the tool is overloaded, the armature can overheat and the insulation around the windings will burn away, creating a short circuit. When this occurs, there will be excessive sparking from the motor brushes and smoke or a burning smell from the motor. Replacing the armature is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the base from the router. Now remove the motor cover. Now I need to take the tension off the brushes from the brush springs. I'll just pull the springs back and off to the side. Now I'll remove the two screws that secure the upper bearing holder. The screw in the upper armature shaft expands the shaft out to secure it to the bearing. I'll remove that screw next. To do that, I'll use an Allen wrench and one of the two wrenches that came with the router to remove the bits. This wrench will keep the spindle from rotating. Now remove the four screws that secure the upper housing to the lower. Now remove the lower bearing housing. Now I need to remove the collet shaft from the armature shaft. This can be a little tricky because this part wants to rotate within the bearing. So the easiest way to do this is to place a socket with a socket wrench over the collet shaft, and then I'm going to hold the armature with my other hand and strike the wrench with a mallet. Might take a couple of tries, but that collet shaft will pop free. There it went. And now I can tap the armature out of the bearing. Now I can install the new armature into the housing. I align the shaft with the bearing, and once it's in place, just tap it in with a mallet. Now I can reinstall the collet spindle. I'll screw it onto the end of the armature and secure it with the socket wrench. Now reinstall the lower bearing housing. Now I can slide the field back over the armature and secure the upper housing to the lower housing. Now I can reinstall the upper bearing onto the armature shaft and secure the housing. Slide it over the shaft. I'll secure the housing with the screws. And then secure the armature shaft to the bearing with the set screw. Now reattach the brush springs. Make sure that the protective cover is over the brush wire. I'll reinstall the speed control lever. The notch on the lever fits over the tab on the inside of the speed control. And now I can reinstall the cover. And now you know how to install a new armature in your Porter cable router. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up